RadioU, where music is going. Oh, we are in the midst of royalty right now. I mean, a 4-time Grammy Award-Winning rapper, New York Times best-selling author. The superlatives just keep going on, and I could talk about him all day. I'm wearing his hoodie. He's my favorite artist of all time. Please welcome Lecrae.
What's going on? It's an honor to talk to you, man.
It's an honor for me to talk to you. What are we talking about here? Oh, my goodness. There is so much for us to dive into. I mean, the new album, Reconstruction, I've been dying to talk to you about it for so long now that it's officially out.
Oh, man. Well, let's go there.
Oh, yes.
You know? Yeah.
We're going to go there, and we're going to start right at the very beginning, too. So the title track, Reconstruction, is an incredible song. In fact, I was noticing a lot of different themes inside this song. There was like a guitar part in there that really stuck out to me at the beginning and the end of this song. And it made me think of the guitar solo that you had at the end of your song from The Drop, from the Gravity album in 2012. And I was wondering, is that a specific callback to that song? Were there other callbacks in this album to previous projects? What did that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. You nailed it. That was a callback to Gravity. Gravity and Reconstruction are basically two albums that were the product of understanding and being comfortable in my skin. And so they're very similar in that regard. It was a musical callback to Gravity with the guitar. Shout out to my man Enzo for playing that. There's a few other components, even the scream, like Reconstruction.
Yeah.
is kind of like Rebel, screaming out on Rebel and, just these little components and pieces. I felt like this was the culmination of so many albums in one. And there's just little pieces throughout the project that reference, all the different projects.
Oh, dude, it's just incredible to see all of them come together. It's almost like a full circle moment at this point. So when it comes to Reconstruction, when it comes to this new album, if we rewind back to May of 2024, that's when you had the first single that's on this album come out. It's called Still Here, all right? In fact, it's the last song on this album currently. I was wanting to know, because I'm looking at the time frame from May of 2024 to this past August. That's a little over a year from when the first single came out to when we got the new album. So how long did it take to create this album? Was it intentional for you to wait this long in between, starting to promote the album and finishing it up?
Yeah, it was almost a 2-year process, if I'm being honest. Just because we worked on so many songs and we just weren't hitting the hammer on the head. We went in the studio, we worked on song after song after song. And, immediately after Church Close Volume 4, we just really started working on the album. And some of the songs they just weren't saying what we wanted them to say. And we just didn't stop. We just kept making music. And I think we were here or there, we knew we had a song. Still Here, okay, we know this is a good record. The ironic part is the song, the first single off Get Well Soon with Miles Minnick, we thought that might have been a record for the album. We just weren't sure. I had a record with KB that I was going to release, but then we had some sample clearance issues. And then, I ended up giving that record to KB, so it'll probably come out on his next project. And so we just kept working. And then probably at the final hour, I went in the studio over a weekend and made about 8 of the 19 songs on the album. And it was like, okay, we got something.
Wow. All of that in a short span of time. Man, listen, if there's anyone that can do it, it's you. So I'm that's just so incredible. Wow, man. So one thing that I love that you did with this entire album cycle was how you included the fans in the process. So there was a fan club. I'm calling it a fan club. There's a fan club that you had called The Workshop. And so you let people take a peek in between the process of how this album was made, see how you reconstructed all of the other albums that you had come out with. And one of the final videos that you put out inside this exclusive fan club, it's where you talk talked about, I don't even know how to bring it up, but you said that there were a lot of songs that didn't necessarily make the album. And then you said, but they'll be on and then the video just cut out. So like my mind is going so many places right now. Are we getting a deluxe version of Reconstruction at some point?
So that's a great question. That's still kind of in the air as far as will it be a deluxe or will it be an EP or will it be, singles from the next album? Like we're just kind of, it's in the air. So initially we were working on a live album and, and we were doing this live album. And I think it just, if I'm being honest, it just got to be too much of an undertaking. It was just like, man, we were preparing for so much stuff. And so it was like, yeah, this is going to take more time than we want. But we just didn't want to just do a deluxe because everyone's like, oh, yeah, here's the deluxe. And I was like, man, I want to give them something special.
Yeah.
The deluxe is like if we do a deluxe, it'll be something unique, something special. But I would prefer, if I'm being honest, to just drop some sort of EP or do a new album all together. And because there's some really great songs that didn't make the album and they just didn't fit, and then there's also some really great songs that the feature just didn't, the features just didn't work out in time. Yeah. And so we have some crazy features. If I'm being honest, I was texting back and forth with Teddy Swims, texting back and forth with Jelly Roll, texting back and forth with, just so many people. And it was kind of like, man, everyone's schedule was crazy and I wasn't going to just try to hold off the album until we got the feature in. So stay tuned.
That's fair. Wow. Yo, those are some names, too, you just dropped as well. Wow. Dude, I cannot wait for this. Honestly, I'd prefer a whole new album, too, but that's just because I'm selfish and I want more music, all right? So if that's what you guys end up going with, I will be 100% all on board for that. So you can't see this because you're on the phone right now, but I am wearing the purple Reconstruction hoodie that you had out on tour. I was so blessed to be able to see you perform. It was an incredible experience. I'm sad it's the last tour, but one thing I noticed, and we're going to rewind back even further here for this one, there was a Lecrae champion hoodie that you came out with, I want to say 2017, 2018 era. It was a few years back. And then there was it was a picture on socials that surfaced of Justin Bieber himself wearing that said hoodie. I've got to know, was there a song that came out of this? Was there a connection that was made? What happened if there was a song made? What prevented it from releasing? I'm just all over this right now.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So around that same time period, Bieber's team, while I was working on All Things Work Together, his team invited me to go on tour with him. In South America. And I wanted to do it, but I had to finish my album. It was kind of like I was up against the timeline, and it was like, man, it's South America. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but at the same time, I don't have any new music. So what am I going to perform? And it was like, all I have is, Anomaly at that time, I think, right? Was that before? Yeah. So it was like, man, I don't have any new music. So it's like I'm not able to perform new music because I'm not done with it. So I had to pass, which was fine. And then we FaceTimed a bit and talked a bit and then started working on some songs, and we worked on a couple records and one of them turned out pretty cool. But I'll tell you the inside scoop because, what I'm saying, you're a good, your family. Oh. But essentially I was about to join the management team with Scooter Braun and, we were going to move down that direction. That did not work out, and obviously didn't work out for him either. But, so because that didn't work out, it created some complications in the music getting released. And so the music is just in a vault, which, I play for people from time to time, but it's just sitting in a vault. And, I don't know what Justin's legal paperwork and all that type of stuff looks like, but maybe one day it'll see the light of day. Who knows?
That would be incredible. Hey, so when I come down and get a visit of the studio in Atlanta a little bit later, is there a chance that I could get to hear this song?
Absolutely. You got it. I'll play it for you.
Oh, my goodness. Lecrae, this has been like nothing short of a dream come true. Thank you so much for being able to take time and hop on here. This has been incredible. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your tour, and I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines, man. It's just been so good getting to talk with you.
Man, I appreciate you, family, and I look forward to seeing you in Atlanta.
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to check out the other content on our channel, and make sure you subscribe to find out what we're doing next.